Hey, what's up everybody? It's Uncle Mad. We're in the kitchen tonight because unfortunately Aunt Jesta is feeling a little under the weather, and when she feels a little icky, her go-to is always the delicious baked chicken and rice soup from Demos, a local Italian delicacy, like from the old country that we have here in Nashville. So tonight I thought to help her feel better, I would try like a little copycat recipe, a little attempt to make the chicken and rice soup at home. This could be a disaster though, because if I don't get it right, she might be sick for 3 months. So I gotta try really hard on this. I'm also gonna make myself a little grilled cheese sandwich to go with my soup. So fingers crossed this all works out well, because if not, we might not see Jess until 2024. So good thoughts in the comments down below. Like this video to help me make good soup. I'll have made the soup long before you watch this video, so I don't know why that would help anything. That made no sense at all. Let's make some soup. Alright, so I got some Munster American cheese with some nice bakery sourdough for my grilled cheese I'm going to make. Also a tomato. I'm going to put a little tomato on there. Chicken and rice soup is pretty straightforward. Got the pre-cooked rice, a little bit of chicken broth, a little bit of zesty Italian seasoning dressing mix, milk. I got a rotisserie chicken, just pulled it straight off the bone. I'm saving the skin. I got a little trick I'm going to try with the skin. Stay tuned for that. Some milk, some butter, some flour. Not too many ingredients. It's not like a long soup cook. We don't have to like put it in a crock pot or anything like that for a long time. This should cook pretty quickly if I don't mess everything up. All right, just gonna start with the butter. It's gonna go in, we're gonna melt the butter right out of the gates. That melt down a little bit in the stew pot. Our butter's nice and melted, so we got some all-purpose flour we're gonna mix in, stir and smooth everything up there. I guess this is almost kind of like a little roux. Am I using cooking terms right? Is this a roux? And the chicken broth. So we got the broth mixture going, so now we're gonna put in a little chicken, about 2 cups. A little bit of our salt, pepper, and garlic blend that I kind of use on everything at this point in time, just because it's the best kind of generic blend you can put on anything. A little bit of the zesty Italian mix, not too much. Little trick I saw on a cooking channel I watch a lot of, Hungry Hussy, does a lot of Blackstone cooks. He did like 3 different cooks using rotisserie chicken, and he was like, save the skin, grill it up, give yourself a little extra crispiness for whatever you're cooking. So this might not go well, but I'm gonna crisp up this skin a little bit. I'm gonna put this on my grilled cheese sandwich, like a little extra crispy texture seasoning element for the grilled cheese sandwich. We'll see how this turns out. So it's been simmering for a minute, so we're gonna mix in a little bit of milk, a little bit of white wine. I'm not a drinker, but that's what it says to do. Some lemon juice. Parsley. Gonna stir all that in now that it's in there. Just a little spoiler alert. I can definitely tell by the color, unless something changes, this is not going to be spot on to the Demos soup, but looks aren't everything. Taste can get you a long way. So now we just need to mix in the cooked rice. Just cover low, everything gets married in there, and should be done shortly. So while this soup is finishing, I'm gonna make myself a grilled cheese sandwich. I did offer one to Jesta, just for the record. She passed. She said sandwich was more than she wanted in her current state. 2 pieces of sourdough. I've got them coated in mayo, not butter. It's the New York way. That's what us New Yorkers do. I'm gonna throw Whoops, think we're back. Okay. Couple slices of American on one side. Go with Munster on the other. Put these tomatoes down on one side. And we're gonna add those crispy chicken skins we grilled up. As if crispy chicken skin wasn't enough greasy, crispy protein. For whatever reason, that wasn't going to be enough. We got to go bacon. This is going to be wildly overindulgent. All right, so while everything finishes cooking, I'm just going to taste the grilled up crispy chicken skin on its own. On over cheese. This is a good hack. This is a good trick. Grill up your chicken skin. Throw it back on whatever you're cooking. Eat it on its own. Thank you, Hungry Hussy. Alright, so the color's a little off from what the Demos chicken and rice soup is. It looks more like a Campbell's chicken and rice soup, like what you'd buy if you just bought it in a can, but ultimately the taste is all that matters. The grilled cheese looks perfect, so let's get to eating. All right, so our dishes are finished. The chicken and rice a little thicker than Demos. This won't make much sense to anybody who doesn't live in Nashville and hasn't partaken in Demos. This kind of looks like more like what you'd get like a Campbell's or a Progresso chicken and rice soup. I probably needed more broth because like the rice and the chicken kind of took it over a little bit in this one, but you know, we'll see. And then this is funny, the duality of man. Like if you look at this side, like, what a beautiful grilled cheese, perfectly delicious. And then it got a little too burnt. Whoops! But you know, that's grilled cheese for you. A little bit of crispiness never hurt anybody on a grilled cheese sandwich. Still a little hot, so I'm gonna try the grilled cheese sandwich first. Bacon, tomato, American Munster cheese, and also that little bit of crispy chicken skin we threw on there. Let's see how it is. Bone apple teas. Really good. That turned out really, really good. Burnt side, you know, a little bit burnty. But I mean, this is a good grilled cheese sandwich right here. All right, but the main event, the main thing we were cooking for tonight was the attempt to replicate Demos chicken and rice soup, which we clearly didn't do. You can, you know, if you ever had Demos before, you know, just looking at the spoonful here, the creaminess, there's a little bit more. It's usually a runnier soup. Like they come with a really good bread. You can dip the bread in it. This isn't much going to be good for dippings, but the flavor is all that matters. So, bone apple teas. Okay. So it's not the Demos soup. But I mean, taste-wise, flavor-wise, this is really good. I think if it had more broth or less rice and had the more liquidy to it, it'd be pretty much spot on. But otherwise, I mean, the flavor is really good. It's really good. Super easy. 2 cups of rice, 2 cups of chicken, 2 cups of broth, seasonings, butter, stuff like that. Easy. Google Demos copycat recipes because every one of them looked exactly the same. That was the one thing I thought was kind of funny because I was trying to look up like Demos copycat recipes. I usually try to credit the people whose recipes I use, but there was like 15 different Demos copycat recipes that were exactly the same, and I was like, is this like a weird algorithm thing where everybody just figured out how to make Demos chicken and rice, or
Are these all people posting the same recipe to the same website? I don't know. You can find it pretty easily. That recipe I used online. I would say either use less broth. If you found the recipe, a little less rice, a little less chicken, a little more broth. That would be my recommendation. Otherwise, tastes delicious. Good job by me. Hopefully it helps Jessica feel better. We'll check with her. She probably won't be on camera, but I'll check with her to see if the soup helped at all. We'll check with her to see if it made her feel any better. Hang tight. Jessica has returned her soup to me. What were your thoughts?
Good soup.
Does not sound like a ringing endorsement.
I love you though.
We failed.
I love you. You're a really good husband for taking care of me.
Guess we just won't cook anymore.
Well, no, you have to feed me still.
It's over.
No, you just have to get me the soup from Demas's.
It's over. Can't.
I'm also just, baby, I'm also...
I can't replicate the soup of a failing local chain Italian restaurant. So.
Yes.
Well, this was the last video on the channel, so hope you all enjoyed our time together while it lasted.
Babe. You know I'm very specific about what I watch and what I eat and what I do when I'm sick. I need the Demas's soup with the bread, orange juice or orange Gatorade, either or is fine, tea and honey, and Willy Wonka.
Well, that does it for the channel. We are officially calling time on it. It's over. Chester didn't like my soup. Actually, the more I eat it, the more I think it's gonna be pretty good, but who's to say? Like she said, people, when you're sick, you need specific things. I shouldn't have tried to go outside the box and feed her something different, so my bad. We'll learn from it, we'll recover, we'll come back, we'll do more videos. Yay, the channel's not dead. Stay tuned for more, we'll be back soon before you know it, and until then, enjoy your life.